Hey, I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
See, here you go, man. See, we had a good show.
It was real good.
Man, it was a good show. Too. He always got to ruin it, man. Welcome back to At Will. It's me, your host, Antoine Williams. I'm here with my bros.
What's going on, man? It's Jay Pryor. We back in the cut. We back with another episode.
CP.
Man, what's going on, man? Excited. It's a good one today. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is a good one, man. We got a special guest. Man, he's a hero, literally.
Yeah.
He's a hero. He's a good guy, man. In honor of the holiday that's coming up soon, over this weekend, Memorial Weekend, we got our good friend, my brother, John Shannon. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Yeah, we gotta clap this one up, man. This man is a real hero, real American hero, man. Yeah, man. So how you doing, man?
Good.
Man,
Thanks for having me.
happy to have you on, man.
Yeah.
We literally just met like weeks ago.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did a track meet, having a good time, man.
Yeah, we've been connected ever since, talking ever since.
I know. It's been real. It's been good.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, thank you, man. How's y'all week, fellas?
Man, week was a drag.
The drag this week?
It did, cause I got a couple days off for the holiday, so I was ready for it to be over. Yeah, and I was picking up some little overtime at both jobs, so it was just dragging a little bit. And the weather been changing, I don't know.
You know, it's still spring, summer.
I'm ready for the heat.
Yeah.
Not too much. Not too much though, but
careful.
I want it to be cool.
Yeah.
When they got some more sun outside, man, it give you a little positive vibes.
We get those 90-degree weeks.
Nah, I ain't ready. I just want to go mid-70s, man. Mid-70s, low 80s.
Yeah,
low 80s. I'm cool with that, man.
Little breeze.
What about you, Deuce?
Man, I mean, it was all right. We went by a little quick.
Yeah.
Better than last week for sure.
Better than last week, I said.
Mm-hmm. Big chilling. Really not much going on. Just excited.
Y'all at school now, aren't y'all?
No.
No, not yet.
No. Oh, it's graduation. My bad.
Yeah, they still got another couple weeks.
Like 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh,
2 more weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy.
What about you, John? How was your week, man?
It's been good. Had the opportunity to volunteer over at Jackson High with the graduation.
Okay, yeah.
That was good. Yeah, driving a golf cart around. J High Express.
J High Express.
So that was good. Started the week, last week was out at Comerica Park.
Yeah. Tell us about that. Yeah, man. Just got honored at the Tigers game.
Yeah, that was very humbling and it was an experience, man.
Yeah. So, now, how did that come about?
Well, the work that we've been doing with my foundation, Sand and Stone Foundation, we were out in Plymouth doing some work for Salute to Soldiers out at the USA Hockey facility there, and met a great gal out there from One Stop Military that had got me connected with the VA, and they had called me and asked me some questions about my military record and asked if I wanted to go be presented by Chevy Salutes at Comerica Park, and one thing led to another, and we were there last Saturday. So
that's awesome.
Man, I know that was dope.
Man.
It was, because being a sports fan, and I know you all are too. Just as a kid going to Tiger games, you see things like that, but when it flips and you're that person.
You're the guy,
Yeah, at the time I couldn't wait to kind of get out of there. Like, okay, this is great, but it was a little overwhelming, man. But it was great. It was an honor. I always remember.
Man,
for sure.
You deserve that though.
Thank you.
All that you've done, and for sure. Yeah. Too bad it couldn't be no Pistons game.
I know, right?
My Pistons, man.
We're gonna go there.
Yeah, we're gonna go there, man.
Remember I told you, Tom. Remember I told you.
Oh, Corey? You did, man.
They cursed.
This guy, man.
Oh,
the Detroit whole franchise, football and basketball, man. It's like when they get to the postseason, man, they cursed, man.
Why
curse,
why
man.
y'all like
Man, we are.
I'm not ruling against them. I told you I would like for them to win.
But you picked Cleveland to win.
We already
and
knew
look what
though.
happened.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Hey, Twan, we already knew, bro. The script came out, man.
Yeah, the script came out on TV already.
That's true.
And I still went against it on my parlay.
You still bet against
Yeah, I felt so stupid. I still went against it. I'm like, man, maybe they was just trying to bait us into it or something like that. They still ended up winning. They ended up blowing them out, too.
Blowout.
Like not even a good game.
Nah.
Yeah.
You can't even get mad about the script now after that. Yeah.
Game
that was-
7?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was ugly.
In
Wasn't it?
Detroit.
In Detroit.
That was awful.
Yeah, man. That was hard to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think I turned it off. Turned it off like after halftime. I turned it off.
Yeah, I think I quit on them in fourth. Yeah. It was over.
It was that. What was it like? They lost by what, like 20 something, almost 30 or something.
30.
31.
30,
Wasn't
yeah,
it
yeah.
124 to...
Yeah, it's like 31, 30, 32, 30, something like
Then
that.
they put on the you seen the thing of James Harden was doing like the Detroit dance and stuff like
Nah,
that?
I didn't see
He was
that.
doing like the Detroit dance with the glasses on, the buffs. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
they was
buffs.
trolling. They was trolling, man.
Yeah,
Every
man.
right to.
Yeah, they
You got
did.
every right.
Hey, man. Now K want to drop his shoes out. I was like, man, it's too late
Don't
now.
nobody care
Yeah.
about those
That's
shoes.
what-
Yeah, I
it's too
didn't
late
like
now.
them. I didn't like
It's too
those
late,
shoes.
Yeah, it's
I wasn't gonna care even when he was still playing.
But I'm saying his shoe sales probably be affected because people mad at him still, man. Yo, man, you make us look like frauds, man.
We are. And I'm saying we. They are.
Yeah,
My bad.
Yeah.
You said
Hey,
we.
mark this, y'all. Mark this.
You said
He
we.
said
So
we.
I'm
He
being.
said we. He claimed himself to be a Piston.
I'm being collaborative with my boys here in the room. That's all.
Man, whatever, man. What about the San Antonio series, though? San Antonio OKC. That's pretty good.
Man, I can't watch OKC.
What is the series right now? Why
It's
you can't?
2-1.
Hold on. Why you can't watch it?
Bro, it's just it's.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie. Before you say
they-
something, I did see something on Instagram, and because I haven't been watching the game, I ain't really been seeing the series at all. But I did see something where they counted how many times SGA flopped off
Every
off
jumper.
shooting a shot, and they counted it up, and it was like for the series, it was
Every
like 1,000
jumper.
times.
What?
Yes, every time he shot the ball and just fell.
So he fall every time he shoots?
Yes.
I did see that. I was like, oh man, that looked kind of crazy. And they did like all the individual clips of him like
How
falling.
many times those call foul?
Man, I mean, he got a call like at least probably maybe 80% of the time.
I can't watch OKC because the refs, for some whatever reason, believe that they deserve every foul call. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes setting the screen, got his hands by his side. They called a foul for a push, and his hands was by his side. Kid just flopped, and they called a foul on him. I'm like, nah,
So
bro,
y'all
I can't.
saying they're OKC bias, NBA.
Yes, absolutely.
But you got to think about it though. That's just everybody flops though.
Not like them.
It's like
champs.
it's like
Yeah, right.
You got something ready.
Hey, man. They a good team, though. They is a good team. They is.
they-
Oh, they're a good team. Just
I
can't watch them.
I kind of root for Spurs, though, just because I was
look,
a Thunder fan.
I rooted for OKC last year because they didn't do it. But then after this year's team, the last year's team, they different.
They the exact same team.
No.
Just about.
Same players.
Yeah.
But they foul bait so much. They done went to SGA school and learned everything. And it's just I can't do it no more, man. I can't do it no more.
you don't think they gonna win? What if they repeat?
They might. They very well could do it.
If they win this, they're going to repeat.
If they win this series, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't see New York or Cleveland.
There's gonna be New York.
No.
Man, that's, I mean.
Best chance was the Pistons, but they blew it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, why you got to talk?
Pistons back in there, man. They look bad, man.
All right, man. Let's
Man, we got a hero in our presence today, man. Y'all bringing my spirit down talking about my Pistons, man.
trash.
We got a hero, man. Man, let's talk about him, man. John Shannon, man. Man, hey, so how's your coming up? You know, how was your upbringing coming up or whatever? Born and raised?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, for me, my upbringing, my mom, she left when I was 3. So my brother, it's just my brother and I, she left. he was 5. You know, my dad faced a lot of challenges. He had us at a real young age, and he had his own setbacks as a young man. Yeah. So we had, fortunately, a grandma and grandpa in our lives that really managed to take us in and keep us united as a small family. Yeah. But that changed for me when my grandpa passed from cancer. I was 8, and I got away from a lot of things. I was broken as a young kid. Oh, you know,
thanks.
Coming through those situations that, you know, in the early 80s, you know, I'm 50 now, growing up in a small community out there in Michigan Center, where growing up without a mom and dad, you stood out. Yeah. You know. Yeah. You were that kid. Yeah. You know, you were the community kid, basically. And as well as my brother as well. Yeah. And that led to a lot of truancy and a lot of juvenile issues for me as a young kid. Yeah. But that also, the Lord works in mysterious ways and connected me, and I had a youth probation officer that was extremely influential in my life. And I still look at that man today in the same aspect. Yeah. I still communicate with him. I still see him, have coffee with him right here in Jackson and McDonald's on Prospect.
We all know that man. That great man. What's his name again?
Yeah, that great man, Richard Holmes.
Richard Holmes. Yeah. Man. Everybody talking about Richard.
Oh, yeah. I think half of Jackson's young men might have had some interaction with him as a young kid.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, but for me, is that young boy, like, my life transitioned into foster care. Yeah. So for him to spend the time, I started at Parkside when I was in the 7th grade, and I didn't last long. I was truancy. I was running away. Mm-hmm. And he still took the time to take me to a lot of Spring Arbor basketball games, J-High games, and sports was a huge thing for both of us, a way to connect. Yeah. And also, it helped me gain trust for another adult as well, you know. But that was limited. Fast forward, I ended up in foster care system in Vandercook Lake Schools for some time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I was all throughout Jackson.
I'm about to say, you was everywhere.
Yeah. A little cup of coffee at each place. I didn't feel comfortable staying in those surroundings. So as a lot of young kids today can relate that we're in that foster care system. As a young man, as you age out, it's hard to get a foster home and to live in one when you're 13, 14 years old, growing up as an adolescent, as a young man. And it's vacancy in these homes are limited. Yeah. So group homes became more popular at that time. And for me, that took me out to Grand Rapids, where I was in Bethany Christian Services.
Okay.
And I lived with 24 other men my age, young men, and we had staff there. We had to do our cooking, our cleaning, our chores, and all that. Yeah. And I attended Grand Rapids Central. Second largest public school in Michigan at the time. Now it's the Innovation Center there, which is I'm not real familiar with, but it's in the same school. Okay. But at the time, it was a big culture shock for me. Yeah. Growing up.
Oh yeah, especially coming from Jackson.
Coming from little old Michigan Center, and then like as they would say, like in that old movie Wizard of Oz, you ain't in Kansas anymore.
No.
You know, and the unique thing for me was it was intimidating at first for me experiencing that, but what I realized is when we would all pack in these 2 vans and they'd take us to school. Yeah. When we got that van, it was a brotherhood, and they looked out for me. Yeah. And basically showed me the ways, like, you you gonna do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
y'all was like ride or die for each other.
it really was, man. And through my experiences there, I got the opportunity to run track, and that it became a passion of mine, running, that I still run to this day.
Yeah, I must say.
Yeah. And it's funny, the tools that God will put in front of us at the time. We may not want to utilize them, but they are his tools that he's offering us. And it's a matter of really, if we're going to take advantage of those. And that was my biggest outlet, was running and running track. And I shared with you, it was, at the time, Grand Rapids is a very diverse city. And, running with, I had 2 Guatemalans on my team, couldn't speak English. We were trying to do relay, exchanges. And so it had its own challenges. But, it was such a blessing to have that opportunity to go to school there and be part of it, because sports is what saved me, and like a lot of youth. And I had the opportunity as I got older. My grandma was fortunate enough; she became my legal guardian, so I was able to come back to Jackson for my part of my junior and senior year here in Michigan Center. So I was able to come back. And that was a little odd in itself, because I just went from this very comfortable situation and this structure and these rules to coming back home. And that was a challenge, because no curfew, no this. And it was so as a young man, I was facing those challenges again, where that fast forward, I was about 19 and I met my first wife, and job hopping through Jackson. I was sharing with you, I had so many jobs, selling shoes, pouring septic tanks, framing houses, selling cars. It very.
You said you worked in a shoe department. You might have sold me some shoes before.
Famous footwear, man.
Famous footwear.
Yeah. So really that, that part of that chapter of my life, trying to figure out what is it I'm going to do and how, I wasn't sure, and that shortly after, it was 2001 when the towers hit. Man. I was, approximately 25.
Yeah. Y'all probably weren't here for the towers, weren't you?
Yeah.
What? Y'all weren't here for the towers, weren't you?
I was 3.
Trey was it?
Yeah. Oh, that was the year I was born.
Okay.
Oh, that was the year he was born? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The world shook.
Yeah.
It changed the world right there.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah. But you said when the towers hit, that's when you...
When the towers hit, that's when, shortly after, I got a call from my brother.
Yeah.
Down, and he was a Green Beret in 5th Special Forces Group in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And I went down there, and I got to see him, and I came back home with so much conviction that I knew that this is what I needed to do. Yeah. Because at the time, Iraq hadn't kicked off, Afghanistan was going on, and I really felt like it was our Pearl Harbor in a sense. It was the biggest sucker punch our nation faced.
Yeah, you're right.
And
put it that way,
to see my brother go and coming from a family where my grandfather and his 3 brothers were in World War II together, it was like the only thing it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It was one of those things. It was like it was in our family, and as much as I didn't have a family, I needed to be there with my brother. Yeah.
No place to teach you better than the military.
Yeah.
They teach you.
Yeah.
Hey, I worked with a guy in one of my shops. He's like, yeah, I served in the military. He's like, man, we didn't see. He's like, you see I'm white, you black. He's like, I didn't see that. He's like, we bleed green.
That's right.
He's like, man. He's like, yeah. He's like, if you in trouble, he's like, I'm coming for you like you one of my own.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's one thing I love about the military, and I respect about the military. Always, I just military got my heart for sure. Yeah, and of course my dad being So, but yeah, man, yeah.
How long did he serve?
He served because he retired. I think he was in Desert Storm, and then after Desert Storm, I think he served most of my life. I think
okay,
right before he passed at 33. So let's see. I think he probably served about a good 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, he was a career man.
Yeah, he was great. Yep,
Yeah.
that was him. He was military. Yeah, he even did bodybuilding for the military, for the U.S.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's a professional bodybuilder.
All right.
For the Army, yeah. Yes,
Army
sir.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Green Beret, explain that. 'Cause I know
Okay.
some people-
Yeah. I started out as a paratrooper.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the Green Beret, our mission statement is very broad, but you work with 10 to 12 individuals that specialize in a certain skill asset. For me, it was weapons. My brother, he was a combat engineer, demo expert. You also have commo and medics. Yeah. And not your typical military medics. Like when they go through their training, the medics, they're about a little over 2 years of training, where my training's about 2 years, between language, your small unit tactics, and the different things they put you through survival school. And, But so you, after that 2 years and you culminate all these new skills, they distribute you out to different groups. Like for me, it was 5th group, where my foreign language is Arabic, and I do speak some Pashto, but I'm fluent in Arabic. Where
How long did it take you to learn that? I don't mean to cut you off, but how long did it take you to learn that?
Well, coming from the school of hard knocks, it took me a while. But you reported from 7:30 to 3:30 for every day, Monday through Friday, 6 months. Yeah. And if you didn't maintain 80%, you had to come in on Saturdays. So their standards were extremely high.
Dang.
Yeah. And
Can you speak something now?
yeah. Ahlan wa sahlan, habibi, kaifa halak? And just a normal greeting right there for you. Yeah. But
What was that?
I just said, how are you doing today?
He called you Habibi.
Habibi, yeah, Habibi, yeah. Well, the Siddiqui Habibi, it just depends.
Shukran.
Shukra, Afwan Habibi.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
He knows.
Yeah, that's good.
Takalam luga Arabia.
I don't know anything else.
Yeah, I like it, man. Yeah, we all know Salam alaikum, walaikum salam, But
Man,
yeah.
Corey, he loves Spanish.
I try to diverse myself.
Yeah.
I try to immerse myself into cultures.
Absolutely.
I don't want to just be stuck where I'm at.
Right. I do that mainly with food.
Yeah,
The culture of
food. Yeah, that's a good one to get.
That is, man. Yeah.
Food.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the makeup of a Green Beret, so you do go through that 2 years of school, but then once you get to wherever you're going, there's identifiers. Like for my brother, he was a combat diver. Yeah. Okay, and then you got your Halo infiltration, the high altitude, low opening parachutes, and then you've got more of your direct action CQB mounted teams, and I was more of a mounted ODA, which was that's what your operational detachment alpha is, what you're on a team, so you 10 to 12 guys on your team, and you got 5 to 6 teams in each company. So it's very small compared to what I was in as a paratrooper. Yeah. And that's where I cut my teeth in, was in the infantry. It was such an honor.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, hero John. Man, yeah. So after that, how long you served? How many years in the?
A little over 14.
Yeah.
I went into what was called the delayed entry program, because when I enlisted, I had a weight issue, along with other personal issues that I had to address before I could be taken seriously, so to speak. 74 pounds. That's quite a bit. You see a guy coming to the recruiters, he's 25, overweight. He got typical beer belly. They're going to tell you National Guard perhaps, or come back in 6 months or whatever. But It was a process. So once they got me in the delayed entry program, that time as an enlisted person, it counted, but I was in the process. I raised my hand, but I had, some issues to resolve. Weight was one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I would get up before work here in Jackson and just run.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you turned all that.
That's how And it was just little by little. I could barely get a mile in, man.
Really?
Yeah, I grew.
Yeah.
I had a house on North Grinnell, and
Yeah.
it'd be pitch black dark. I'd run through here, and then I have to start my day at work, and then get done and try to do something to keep chipping away with the weight.
Yeah, right.
Because it was so easy to get discouraged at the time.
Yeah. Especially, you hear you ain't get right in. You know, go through these processes.
Yeah. And the doubters, family and people
family.
like,
I don't know why you doing that.
Yeah. It ain't our war.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Man, so you served your time in there, got in there, retired.
Yeah.
When you retired?
2016 is when I got my official retirement. Yeah.
Talk about that process.
Yeah, that was, for me, it was a little bit of a transition because, we hear a lot about trauma, combat-related trauma, post-traumatic stress. They call it disorders or whatnot, but PTSD. For me personally, I call it post-traumatic stress. I don't feel it's a disorder for anybody. I feel like we overcome those things. We discuss them. We've come a long way with opening up about them as men, in a sense. So it was a challenge for me. One of the things that I feel was put before me, in a sense, was the sobriety was number one. I had to, if I was going to adjust and reacclimate into the civilian world, I had to get right with myself because I was on a downward spiral for a minute because you lose that structure that I had in a group home as a young man, and I had that same structure in the military, and it just blended together. The two married each other so well that when I got out,
you lost that.
I lost that, and I needed to find a new purpose, and my purpose led me up to East Lansing, where I wanted to dive into the juvenile justice system, and I really started going into my own personal mental health therapy and realizing that my traumas as a young boy, I can actually pass that forward and hopefully help others, young men, avoid or overcome some of those issues that we all face, when we feel like we've had those issues growing up. Yeah.
You said so after that you went to East Lansing. You enrolled in school, huh?
Yeah, I went to Michigan State. I became a Spartan, and I lived up there. And it was, during the whole COVID thing. Go green, go white.
Go white. Let's go.
All right.
Wait, you got something to say about that?
I'm outnumbered.
Outnumbered here, yeah.
I'm outnumbered.
Yeah. So, I had the opportunity to go back, which was very humbling, because one of the things when I was in the service, I sustained a brain injury, so some of the cognitive skills that I needed for school, I was able to get through the the Veterans Resource Center and the Disability Center there at Michigan State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so the tutoring helped, and really, it was just put my faith in God that this, I was on the right path, because here I'm living up there in Lansing. Like, what is it that I'm going to do pursuing this criminal justice degree? I wasn't quite sure until I finished up, and it was like, do I want to go be a probation officer and be a liaison for these kids, or do I want to try to really make an impact and share directly with them my story and my struggles as a young man, and hope and enhance that to maybe become successes for them, and by doing that, just sharing the vulnerabilities and some of the things that I had to survive as a young kid, between some of the abuse that I endured some of the cultural challenges that I had as a young man that have helped develop me into who I am today, and embrace that, and realize that, we're all different.
Yeah.
But like you said, in the military, we all bleed green. And the same thing as men that have the same vision like yourself, you have a big passion for the youth, like myself, that it doesn't matter to me.
No.
Just able to give the time and effort and the authenticity to these kids. And that's where the Sand and Stone Foundation really developed. And we're still in our infancy. We're a little over a year old, but it's been such a humbling and great experience, because I met some really good kids and some really good people that have helped educate me on what I need to do.
Yeah, that's a great segue too, because I was just going to ask about that. Like, your that kind of led to you creating this incredible foundation, Stone Foundation, to where, of course I'd learned just talking to you when we first met.
Yeah.
Like, man, we both learned each other's passion for that youth and giving back to the youth, and especially particularly young men, you know what I'm saying? Like, giving them a sense of hope. Yeah, man. Show that shirt, man.
Yeah, we get a little merch here and there.
Yeah, got a little merch.
Yeah. This is
that's dope.
The local company I use, 517 Threads, they do a great job with the t-shirts.
Yeah, that's nice fabric too.
Yeah.
Now, this is your original logo, right? Huh?
Yep, that's the original logo. As you can see there in the background, that's New York City. I've been to Ground Zero, and I've been out to Shanksville, Pennsylvania. That's a big thing my foundation does, is we educate and preserve the heritage of 9/11 with the anniversary coming up this year, a significant one. I've had the opportunity in the past to be at Jackson Public Schools, Lumen Christi, and speak and share the story of 9/11 and the impacts it's had, not only with soldiers and myself, but the kids that I speak with, the family, their mom and dads were impacted by this, whether very small or very large scale. This defined our generation. And part of the philosophy of the Sand and Stone Foundation was to assist and enhance the lives of foster care and group home children transition to independent living, but it's also to preserve the heritage and educate into the schools about the sacrifices and services that our nation endured during that time. And not necessarily just the servicemen that went into the service, but if you can recall, here in Jackson, like after that happened, man, people were out in front of churches with candle lights, praying, holding hands. There was unity. You couldn't find a American flag at Kmart or Walmart around here, like for a week, man.
And during that time, it was a devastating time, but I thought it was one of the biggest unified times in our country. I think it brought the country together like no other, from what I see. And I was young at the time. So, I loved it. I mean, not loved that, but, I love to see our country respond in that way. So to see that this stems from that, like, that's awesome. That's how you know this is a great foundation, man. So,
thank you.
With having this great foundation, I know, and you being a great man, there's also, behind every great man, there's a great woman, even better woman. Speak about that woman.
My wife, Angie, she's been very supportive of this. She goes to a lot of my events. I throw a lot of ideas off her, and she's my rock, man. Our walk began. We've been married now for a few years now, and this was not either one of our first marriages. So. We had our own histories meeting each other, but the thing was our walk with God together, our path with sobriety together, and how much she loves the youth and how much I do. She's in the education system over at Parkside. She works under Fred Parker, and she's just grown in her own way there, and it's helped my foundation because she'll come and give me ideas like, hey, you know, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that, and it's helped because she can offer the young women some assistance in a scale where they may not relate to me as much, you know. Like, all right, let's go to the gym, you know, something like that. Or like, hey, let's talk about the Lions game. Like, what? Yeah, you know. So, yeah.
Mr. Shannon, we don't do that.
Yeah, she's been a major advocate and big supporter.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Angie.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Yeah. So, I mean, what services do you guys like do, or events that you guys do around here? Like,
well, right now we're working with doing a barbecue. We do work with My Place, the group home here.
Okay, yeah.
I've been into the youth center a few times there, speaking there. And really, our big thing is I'm in the process of really trying to develop what I call the locker room. I want to develop that, and a big push is to try to get used sports equipment in these used, for the inner city, and also the funding for whether it's a camp or it may just be funding for, they may need basketball shoes or something, or there could be an exchange. Awesome. But really, like how we had Play It Again sports, and we see a lot of these clothing exchanges and closet exchanges, and this was something that I bounced off my wife a little bit, and it's really stuck with me is doing that on a sports aspect. So that's the big project that I'm trying to tackle this summer with some help from different former athletes and schools that may be willing to donate or get involved with that.
Where they donate equipment, like
used equipment, and that way, whether it's volleyball, basketball, shoulder pads, things like that, we can either refurbish them and get them back out in the community, or vice versa. And see where the start is there. You don't know until you throw it up on the wall and see if it sticks. But if no one tries, it's not going to work. But that's the focus now, where it can be more of an impact, because whether it's ball gloves or just spending some time, we don't necessarily have to sit there and talk with these young men and young women all the time, like what's wrong. Sometimes it's just that time, whether it's having a catch, shooting some hoops, spotting them or something to do with that. Get them comfortable and let them see your vulnerabilities and your strengths and weaknesses. So that's what we are. We've all, I feel like we grow up and become men, and it's like you stern and
toughen it up.
Rub some dirt on it.
Drive on, which is good. Do that, but then when it's time, take that breath and exhale. Have that,
Yep. Yeah. I know, Corey. You've been an college athlete. How much equipment y'all be going through and all that?
Shoulder pads, they'll be the same throughout our
entire.
Yep, and our practice helmet will also be. So we have practice helmets, game helmets. We have all those
shoes,
but cleats. I can tell you right now, I got like 5 pairs of game cleats that I've never worn.
God,
what?
Like right now, you get
man.
Crazy.
So, just like it's not really necessary. But I mean, obviously, like you get tons of gloves. You can ask for a pair of gloves every day if you wanted them.
Really?
It's like that ain't take long.
Man. No. College.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Nah, you can ask for a pair of gloves every game. Get new armbands, new ski masks. I mean, they have it. Just tons of equipment on deck.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of opportunities out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, that's crazy.
and that's just one of those things that I really feel like, if it's managed right, that it'll be a success. So I want to. That's the big passion right now. I try to get that up and running.
Yeah.
And
you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
And just give those kids an opportunity where they can get them cleats. There's a big thing, we use them like you grow. So and they're so good, like you get a little tread life left in them, and might save someone a little bit of time.
I can tell you right now. Also, at least what Tone's doing through, Legacy that I also coach for in the wintertime. Their coach, Sasante, coach of Detroit Catholic Central. He's like he oversees, like he's the national lead for Legacy over football. And one of the agreements that Tone has through him is cleats, like getting shoes for all the kids who won't be able to have like shoes or whatever for like rec football. So every single year he drops off like 200 pairs of cleats or something like that.
Wow.
So and that's
where
through,
is this at?
The Legacy Center is based in Brighton.
Yeah.
But I forgot what foundation that they work with, and I forgot the name of it. But that was just part of the agreement that Tone had with, Coach Parker had with Sasante, for that. So
that's what's up.
But definitely, lots of other opportunities. Like not just cleats, but like everything else. Also.
Like T-shirts and all that stuff. Yeah.
Even let's say outside of football, baseball, getting bats.
That's a big one.
Bats,
So
bats, gloves.
Gloves, left hand, right hand. You gotta get all that small ones.
And I can tell you, just with baseball alone, like I hate to call them out, but Jackson High recently has been lacking on the baseball part, mainly because we don't have youth baseball sports anymore.
You're right.
We used to coming up, so we were always really good, always dominant in baseball. But now it's like we're on the later end of it because kids aren't starting to play baseball until they hit middle school, high school. It's like you're just now playing. You're 4 years in, while the people who you're going against have been playing for 15 years. So
that's why you're absolutely right, because we're not good just because that.
I didn't realize that.
So, we don't have youth baseball anymore.
I never even seen. It's been a long time since I've seen like rec baseball or anything like that.
Come on, we all grew up. Right. We all grew up with that.
And the only place that doesn't now is the Southwest League that plays at Cascades. And that's really just the Lumen Christi feeder.
That's it.
That's just all Lumen.
Because they took, I called them all on it too, because they took away our Southside League that we had down here. That was, I do believe, Lily.
Was that at the King Center?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exchange. Yeah. They took that away. I get it wasn't ran by the city, so it was like, but we got the city okay to play on those parks or whatever, but I don't know. They took that away.
They had that big old baseball field out there.
Yep,
two of them.
Two
of them.
Yep. But
they don't even use those anymore.
Oh, we used to have. When we had the leagues, it was like, man, it was packed.
Yeah, you go over the bridge and see them all there. Like when you're on.
Those leagues, and they was actually good and competitive.
Yeah,
like they would take. We had so many teams on the south side. We had to form one team to go out there to play the Southwest team. That would be our all-star team, and then we used to go out there and beat them.
Yeah,
like this. So it's like yo.
And also that plays a part as in just areas wide. Like it's just because I know like obviously certain sports cost money, right?
Yeah,
it costs money to get it back. It costs money to get a glove.
Yeah,
those cleats.
Facts.
So definitely is like these conversations have been had. But I don't think anybody's really doing anything about it.
Because someone been trying to get that baseball back for a while.
It's just a matter of people being in the position to do it. You can talk about it, but if you don't have the leaders to actually run it, then that's just another thing.
Nowhere.
Yeah. I know, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, we hear you at Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
Man, it's a big one. It's explain to people what Memorial weekend is about?
Well, you know, it's I feel the older I get, it doesn't get much easier, but in a sense, it's more impactful as far as the stories I hear or some of the memories that I share. It's nice that we can get together like this and share this because I'm grateful I'm here today and capable of talking with you and sharing these things and these stories. But then there's the families that this weekend are a reminder that, you know, their dad, their grandpa, their mom, they're not here anymore.
Right.
And that's a hard thing for an Iraq and Afghanistan veteran to swallow, any veteran, but with the way Iraq is being viewed now, like we were never supposed to be there, there was nothing there, and the way with Afghanistan being the longest enduring war we've ever encountered, and what do we have to show for it? It leaves like a lot of unsettled feelings for your fellow veterans. And, you know, Memorial Day, there's certain stories that have always stuck out to me. And I wanted to share one about Sergeant First Class Elwin Cash, who is in Iraq shortly after the invasion. And in fact, this is his shirt. Okay, he's a Medal of Honor. And I'll give you a little bit of history with him. He's from 3rd Infantry Division, and they were out on a route clearance mission in South Iraq. He was in a lead vehicle, the Humvee, in the turret when it encountered an IED and hit the fuel cell, catching him on fire, dousing him with fuel in the turret of the first vehicle. Now, being the Sergeant First Class and the team leader and the NCO in charge of the route clearance team that they were in there sweeping for IEDs, the Bradley behind him was hit as well. And the Bradley vehicle, I don't know if you know much about the Bradley vehicles, but they're like a tank type, a vehicle they can transport troops, and, you know, 8 to 12 in the back of them.
Oh, okay.
Elwin dismounted his Humvee on fire, burning, and extracted these men out of the Bradley vehicle. Now, I want to kind of explain this in a sense where when you jumping out of a turret to go over to another vehicle, you have on body armor. You have on camo gear, you have on your magazines, you have on your medic pack. You have so much extra weight that it makes it so cumbersome. And during all this platoon encountered an ambush. So they were taking sniper fire, small arms fire, and Elwin Cash went back to this Bradley 3 different times and extracted soldiers out, saving multiple soldiers' lives, still being inflamed and burning. And they extracted these soldiers, and Elwin had over 70% of his body burned, charred. The uniform that was left on him, it was melted to him. I've had the opportunity to hear the story several times because when this occurred, Elwin was awarded the Silver Star. Okay. And that story was done. That was until 2020 when President Biden decided that this was more of a noble effort, and the American people had to realize what this man did, not only for the survivors that came back from this horrific ambush, but the sacrifice that he had chose. And I share his story because, like you had said earlier, and it hit me in a sense that it's not about the color of your skin, and it's about bleeding green. And one of the things that, if you notice here, he is my brother, because what he has right there is that blue cord, and this is the same cord that I had earned here. And the only way you get this cord is Fort Benning, Georgia. When you turn blue, he was an infantryman, and I was an infantryman. We cut our teeth from the same cloth. You had to go Sand Hill at Fort Benning and go through infantry school there, and you go through. The last thing you do is a 15-mile ruck march. You go to the top of this hill. I can't recall, and I'm sure I will once we're done. They swing these gates open. There's a big flame. It's almost something you'd see out of a movie, and you turn blue, and they give you your infantryman's cord and your blue discs that you don on your ceremonial uniform, and you're forever known as an infantryman. And that's why it's important I share this story, because Elwin was an infantryman. His story needs to be told, just like every Green Beret, every Delta Force operator, every noble soldier that gave their life. And I try to stress that, because there's so many of these stories that are out there that go unrecognized. So I definitely encourage you or any of the listeners, to take a minute and just Google his name or look it up on Facebook. The family and the story is remarkable. I feel like it can be told much better than what I shared with you here, but it's definitely one that, for me, on Memorial Day, I remember.
Yeah.
For sure.
See, this is why I look at y'all. You guys are real, true heroes. Like, for real, like how you shared with me about Pat Tillman. Like, wow.
That was something that to me was God's way of telling me I was in the right place at the right time, because going over to the Jackson Crossing when I wanted to enlist, they had his picture up on that big glass window, because it was a big recruiting tool back then. Guy turning down $3.5 million a
it was
year.
big,
and his brother was there too, Kevin, and he played baseball for the Cleveland Indians in the minor leagues.
That's right,
So they both gave it up to go. And I remember I had enlisted, but I hadn't shipped off to boot camp yet, and Pat was there, and ESPN was down there. Chris Berman was down there at Fort Benning talking about, like, he's actually doing it. And they showed this dude reporting in, him and his brother. And so to cross paths with them in Coast, Afghanistan in 2003, before he passed, was pretty remarkable, because they lived on the same fire base. It was real tiny, a little base.
Wow,
Yeah.
Pat Tillman, one of those names you never forget.
No, and sad story. But the sacrifices and what he did is a true testimony of our country, like some of the positivity we can take out of it.
Well, you know a name we'll never forget? John Shannon. Man, American hero.
Oh, well, thank you.
Man, and my friend.
Yeah.
I can say my friend.
Thank you. Likewise, man.
For sure, man. So, man. Y'all get to see American hero right here, face to face, man. And man, that story, that's another hero too. I'm definitely gonna, we're gonna remember. Man, I have a soft spot for troops, man. Like I said, just not just because I desired to be one when I was younger, but also, coming from a family of some, and like I said, you guys literally put your lives on the line to keep us free here. So,
and they're still doing it.
Still doing it.
on Thursdays, I get the opportunity. I go on Thursday afternoons, Future Soldiers of Jackson, the Army recruiters, they run a good program over there, and I've been honored to pop in there a few times and work out with them. And it's cool because this last time I was there, they had 4 guys and 1 girl, and they were all combat arms. Man. And I thought that was impressive, especially with the way things are going right now. For them to select combat arms, like, okay, because all military, the vocations you can learn other than just combat arms in the military is second to none as well. Man. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, John, man, you been a treat, man.
Yeah, well, thank you.
A treat,
That
man.
definitely was good.
For sure,
Yeah.
man.
Good story, for
I think
real.
we all touched about this presence right here. You're going to be one of the most memorable ones.
Oh, man.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
I can see it now already.
For sure.
Well,
All right,
let's have a Lions Super Bowl party sometime, man.
Hey,
Let's
you know, I'm with
book
that.
this.
Hey, when that happened, John, you was back.
All right.
You are back.
Yep. We'll get our man cooking too.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
See, here you go, man. See, we had a good show.
It was real good.
Man, it was a good show. He always kind of ruin it, man. Well, he don't like nothing Detroit, man.
No, I want to see the Lions go there.
Yeah, we
I
all
would love to see them go, but they blew their chance.
Several of
You
them.
think our windows shut?
Yes.
Yeah, I think after Monty,
I
I
think
think
so.
Monty gone, man, it might be different.
I don't think so, man. I think we got one last shot.
They might
I mean,
have
they
one
got-
last
they
shot.
got- they
might
got
have one
Pacheco
last-
coming.
Yeah, Pacheco,
Yeah.
but I don't think Pacheco got that much weight as
They
what
not
Monty
gonna.
had.
I'm gonna say
They gonna have to switch on and off whoever got the best yards or whatever.
they not gonna
gotta
make it
get
as
someone
far
to
when
call
they
them
still got
plays,
that same
man.
Got
quarterback.
to get an office coordinator.
You got to get an
You got
offense
to get a
coordinator.
real one. Yeah, somebody who can. Yeah.
I feel like
And Dan
sometimes.
Campbell needs to step out the way.
Yeah.
He needs to let the coaches coach.
Great.
Yeah,
As far as
yeah.
what he
Yeah.
good, but man,
Let the coaches coach.
sometimes I see him over there reading play call. It looks like it's up backwards or
Right.
upside down. I'm like, come on, bro. You know it's 4th and 8. You're gonna go fake punt.
Yeah, right. Of course. And they know that too. They're like, oh, yep. It's within 10.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Sometimes, hey, coach, it's only 3rd down. Why you got
Right.
this play works?
Yeah, right. Come on, Dan.
They need a new quarterback.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, because he can't move.
He's not mobile.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
he can't move. He can't
Not
move.
mobile.
But
Yeah.
if he get a line, he can shred you to
He
pieces.
had the best line.
He
for
did.
How many years?
But you know, the NFL is different, man.
Nope.
Man, we had a great show too. You brought up, man.
All right, bro, let's get to our on this, man.
Yeah. So this part of the show, this is where we all talk about what we are going to accomplish during the week. So we call it our at will moments for the week. So what are you willing to do at will? That's what we say. So
I mean, you can kind of.
at will moments.
It can
still
be
do.
what you're willing to do at will for the week, or something that you did at will that you came out of.
Yeah.
But
I
it
think
could
so,
be either or.
Yeah. So yeah, who want to go first?
You.
Me? All right, bet. I'll go first. Hey, this week, health again, man. I'm going to attack my health. You know, I feel better. I'm eating right, eating better. Just got to stay consistent. So I got to go. I want to get down. Shoot, John, after what you said, you was 274. You got down. Look at you now at 50. I'm 41 right now. I ain't gonna say my weight. Whew. But
He said,
but I believe I can get down. Yeah. I said a crazy amount of time, but I still believe I can get down. And
You
quicker
get it.
time, yeah. But I just gotta stay consistent for sure. So health, that's it. It's nothing. Health is the main thing. So that's it. What about you, Mato?
I'll say probably the same thing. Health, eating right.
Yeah.
My stomach over here growling right
Yeah,
now.
mine too. I'm fasting to a certain time.
And getting my sleep schedule together, man. I'm about to switch shifts again.
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
working a
that's what
lot,
we- yeah.
trying to knock a lot of goals down, man. So I've been trying to focus on
Yeah.
working, staying focused, really trying to limit my distractions and stuff. It's summertime, you know how distractions.
Yeah, I was say yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So
Yep.
so yeah, trying to get my sleep, trying to get enough sleep, man, and health, eating right.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Not ordering out food, man. Not DoorDash.
Yep.
Man. I got a problem with doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Deuce?
New one that you haven't heard.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to work on being, drone pilot. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
My drone coming today, so I'm gonna be spending all week trying to fly that
thing.
but
how many times do you think you gonna crash?
None.
Okay, we'll see.
I spent a lot of money. These drones got sensors. Just saying, cause but I'm gonna work on that. Also, kind of thinking I want to expand on cardio and really get into the cardio and like maybe not running as much because my knees are bad, but they're not bad. They're just sometimes get stiff. But really doing that as just a form of like working out. Like yes, weight room is great and everything. I do that, but just more cardio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it'd be good for me. Maybe to clear my mind, something like that.
I know it'd be good for me.
So definitely looking to do that, but mainly this week I'm doing drones. Flying my drone. So hopefully it come in time.
Hey, perfect. You got the weekend. You got the holiday weekend.
Right.
So
Hopefully
more than enough time.
Hopefully it come in time where I can, put it up during the fireworks tonight or something like that.
I was about to say, put it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Put it there tonight. Yeah. All right, right. And John, my friend.
Yeah.
What is you willing to do at will this week?
Mind, body, soul, man.
Nice.
That's
a good answer.
It really is. Keep grinding away on the foundation, but like you guys say, the health, the cardio, the just moving. I think is the older we get as men, that is so big. It gets all the juices of serotonin going in our bodies, and it's pretty impactful. Gets everything straight, man. Yeah. So you gotta start it right.
That's right. And look for us. We gonna partner up. We gonna partner up with Sandy Stone Foundation, man. So I told you that before. We partner up, do
thank
something.
you.
I love the mission. So
I appreciate if I could add one thing.
What's up?
I almost did it earlier, but I didn't want to cut y'all off. If anyone has the opportunity to go to the museum and the Memorial Museum down in New York City, Ground Zero, definitely do that.
Yes.
I went back in 2019 when we went and we had our bowl game and that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Definitely
a
a humbling experience. But you learn a lot and see a lot. So if anyone has just an opportunity to go to New York City and go to that, I will definitely vouch and say you should do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You been there, John?
Yeah. I was there. I have I have a flag. It's the survivor flag. It has all the names of those perished. I take that to the schools here and share that. But I've been there. I've been to Shanksville, Pennsylvania.
If you've been there, that's a driving point to you.
Yeah. I was actually there 2 years ago. It was the last time I took my wife there with me, and they have just adjacent to the museum. I don't know if you see. Did you see? It was the horse soldier there when you were there. It was called America's Response. It's a green beret on a horse, and it's overlooking where the two towers were at.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that came in after the museum was developed, and they wanted something that dedicate the first responders of the invasion of Afghanistan there. So they put that statue there. It's pretty cool.
Yes, sir. You want to talk about how crazy technology is? I opened my phone to find that picture, and that was the first thing that popped up.
Really?
What's that? What picture?
The museum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they be listening to us, man.
Wow, man. Yeah, see?
That's crazy.
Heard all this.
I was literally going to my pictures just to find, to see if I took a picture of anything. Well, I know I took a lot of pictures, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah. Well, there you have it. Another great episode.
Before we get out of here, I just want to thank John. Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate your story, you know what I mean? Appreciate you being a hero, for real.
Thank you.
It's crazy how this stuff like this works. You met Antoine, and, we networking, and, I get to meet you, Corey get to meet you, you share your story, and, you know what I mean? You got a good story. I feel like, got a real like influential story. You know what I mean? Everything that you might have been through, you might have encountered and stuff like that. You still looking out for the community, going to the juvenile, still talking to the kids, and you still care about everybody else. So I just want to thank you about that. That was a dope story.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, man. That being said, we all get ready for Memorial Weekend. We just honor the troops, honor the people that serve, honor the people that lost their life serving as well, those families. Just remember our heroes, man, and it's a great country we live in. So,
Amen.
Man, so just remember, continue to do your purpose at will. We create, we speak, we live at will. Oh, like and subscribe, and at will. You got any website? You got website?
Merch, man.
Yeah, sandandstonefoundation.com.
Sandstone.
You can find us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Still, like I said, in infancy as far as the marketing and social media. I need to find a techie volunteer in that aspect. But we'll get there.
We might have one for you, man.
Yeah.
We'll discuss.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Like I said, we live, we create, we speak, we live, we create. At will. I said it all, bro. So, we out of here, man.
Nah, man, we gotta get it right. Hold on.
We create, we speak, we live at will.
There you go.
There you go.
All right,
I know you
we
got
out.
We out of
We
here.
good.
We out
All
of here.
right.
Well, man, John, let's give it up on one more time, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.